everyone, and welcome to the final episode of The Mystery of Melody, a mystery musical where we discover if the myths and legends of Melody Glimmerboom and the Misty Spiral Inn are true. Very interesting things happened last episode, so we'll see what happens going forward. But before we do so, we have some Gilding Light announcements. Of course, if you're watching right here on Twitch, give us a follow, hit the sub button if you wish. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, give the channel a subscribe and hit the bell and all that jazz. The backer kit for Sirens Battle of the Bards is now live. Check it out at thebardbook.com. And of course, Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is tomorrow. Be sure to tune in right here, twitch.tv/GildingLight, for another live episode of The Spectres. Also on Thursday, Satine Phoenix has a new show on Facebook, and if you haven't been checking it out, be sure to check out The Maze on Planet 7, airing live at 7 p.m. Pacific, with new episodes on both Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can watch at facebook.com/maze on Planet 7. And don't forget, Gilding Light has a new show airing on Wednesdays. Angel and the City of Glass with DM Fenway Jones is live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And of course, if you would like to, support our cast here, we are powered by tips. You can go to streamlabs.com/gildinglight/tip to make your donations over there. And you just make sure you're using hashtag TMOM in order to donate to our cast members. And of course, not only does it help support our cast, but you can affect the game. $5 is inspiration, $10 is disadvantage, $20 is advantage, $30 hit dice, and $50 wild magic. Let's see if Alquin can get another another charisma check.
Time is running out, people.
That's
if
true.
you want to boost me to 21 charisma so I can be better than Cessair.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe there will be another option for you. But in the meantime, we'll get things started here. And I think we should begin episode 8. Are you guys ready?
As ready as we're going to be.
Let's do it.
All right. And with that, play a little music. Maybe, if it'll play. There we go. Last episode, our band of bards finished a strange game of musical chairs and amped themselves up to meet Melody Glimmerbloom. With a grand entrance, the minstrels found themselves in what appeared to be a pearlescent throne room. The party then found themselves in wonder as to why they went through such feats to arrive at such a place, and Dirge asked what they would get in return. Melody, of course, graced them with gifts, Dirge requesting power, Eva wanting life, Cessair yearning to not have bodily harm done to himself, nor being kidnapped, and Sardar wishing to keep playing music. Dirge asked what Melody would like of them, and she wanted them to entertain her. They agreed to such and put on a show of what appeared to be Help Me Maybe, which if you did not check out, you should definitely go do so because it was hilarious and so good. You guys just like mad-libbed that. It was so good. Which they wrote in honor of Melody. But even with these gifts bestowed upon them and a great performance under the belt, they found themselves at odds with Melody. And our camera pans around the room to show Melody flying in the air, having pieces of her skin kind of like ripped off. A large shadowy mushroom in attack stance, missing parts of its tendrils. Sardar in the center of the room, covered in shadowy goop, inspired and ready to take action. And Cessair, Dirge, and Ava at their ready to continue the battle we left off with. And with that, we start at the top of the round as Melody takes her action. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really mad right now. D&D Beyond just crashed on me again. No. I had my encounter all set up and I got your guys' like, what do you call it?
Initiative?
Initiative's all in there too. And it just crashed on me. How rude. Give me a moment to restart it up and put everyone's initiatives in. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me again. We have Eva at 11, Sardar at 15, Cessair at 16, Dirge at 5, Melody at 17, and our fungal friend.
All of my hacking of D&D Beyond in order to get higher in the initiative has failed. You just turned it on and turned it off again, or turned it off, turn it on again, and now my plan is foiled. And I'm stuck with 5 initiative again.
Is that what your goal was? Is to hack it?
Wheels within wheels.
Melody kind of standing there, floating in the air. Ooh, I put the wrong ones at the wrong initiative. How do I undo? Okay, well, it crashed again. How frustrating. All right, well, we're gonna not deal with the tracker. We're gonna go with my own tracker then. Because
heck your tracker.
We're gonna do
My
this
tracker's
manually because it's crashing. It's an alpha, right? I think their tracker is, so can't fault them for that.
She'll kick it old school.
Yes, we should kick it to old school.
Classic.
I just need to put them in order. Okay. So, Melody is going to kind of, you see a little bit of these like green wisps around her, kind of one at a time. A few of them kind of like touch her skin and like look like they lightly bloom flowers on her body. And it appears that she is healing. She does look pretty messed up, just so you all know. All right, and I think she can only take one action because of something you did to her, Cessair.
She can choose to take one bonus, one action, or one movement.
And she took her action as healing. So that is going to be Cessair's turn.
Cool. All right. What do I have left? Oh.
Yeah, I tried to make
no.
sure I wrote all the notes down from where we left off.
Yeah. I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on her.
Ooh.
That's going to be a DC 21 Wisdom save.
All right. You know what? I forgot to put out all my dice. I have new dice, too. I don't have a problem, I promise.
I do now.
You do now? Did you get more since the last time?
I'm about to order some more, actually.
Oh my gosh, my dice.
It all started here.
It all started here. You know what? I'm okay with being the cause of why you have more dice. I have no problem with this whatsoever. All right. And with that, we're gonna roll some D20s. Correct? And you said, what's the DC?
DC 21 Wisdom.
Oh yeah, she makes it.
Ah, shoot.
And this was on her, right? Not on the mushroom.
On her, yeah. Yeah, that is. Is there anything else I can do? I'm running on fumes at this point.
Oh yeah, you're pretty damaged, right?
No,
Sorry.
I have like such few spells left right now.
Oh.
Who is hurt?
Define hurt.
Yeah.
Eva's not qualified to answer this question.
There.
I am at 49, basically.
Okay.
Which I don't think
Should
is
we
too
tell the people
metagaming.
why Eva's not allowed to answer that?
Yes, because currently she's beating me at least by 100 hit points.
I chose life. I was
Yeah.
given life.
Yeah, now you got
Much
the health. You just have the Invader's Empty, just having so many organs stuffed into you. You're very healthy, but also just like, wow, that's a lot of hit points. Jesus. Sardo, how hard are you?
I'm at I'm a little over half my total,
Cool.
so
Cool. I'm gonna healing word you. Please take 8 points of healing.
oh, to me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh wait, no, I can't because that's the first level spell. You can only do one cantrip and one spell. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No problem. I was like,
Yeah, no, I got
What
nothing
a
left.
tease.
I move farther away from the mushroom. Sorry. I know rules.
You're pretty far away. Like you're in the this is how it is. Melody's up in the sky over on like the far end. Eva's closest to the mushroom that's in front of Melody. Sardar is kind of like a little bit distant away from Eva, but like about like 10, 15 away from. Dirge is behind Eva about 10 feet. And Sister, you're like in the back of the room, like behind Sardar. You're very far away.
How much more far away can I get from the mushroom?
You're like up against the wall, maybe like 10 more feet. Like the wall's right there.
All right. I can't walk up walls currently, so I'll just stay here. That's the end of my
You're
turn.
very afraid of the mushroom?
Last time I got into melee combat with something, it ended very poorly. It did not go well for me.
Oh yeah, weren't you like ramming it with your horns?
Yeah, it's literally slung my head against the wall.
This is true. All right, and that's going to be the end of your turn, correct?
Yep, end of my turn.
All right, Sardar, it is your turn. You are inspired. So don't forget about your inspiration. I think, did Dirge inspire you? I think that was, yeah. I think that's what happened.
cool. And Melody is about how far away from me?
5, 10, 25 feet from you, but like if you want to angle upwards, because she's 40 feet in the air.
Great.
So if we did like
perfect.
diagonally up in the air, probably like 60.
All right, so the drumsticks are clanging together as I'm casting Shatter at 3rd level.
Ooh.
Up right near Melody.
You're like doing it at an angle? Oh,
yeah, so
interesting.
think and 60 feet away from me.
I don't think I've ever seen Shatter used that way.
Yeah. And it erupts from that point. And so the DC is a Constitution save of 16.
Ooh, con save of 16. I'm gonna use these pretty dice. What's her con save? Oh. Okay, this is very frustrating. Sorry, I need to fix my dice roller. It's doing something weird, and I don't approve. Ah, there we go. And what's the number?
16?
She saves.
Okay, great. That will be 9 points of thunder damage.
Thunder damage. All right. 9 points of thunder damage. Nice. You see the parts of the flowers that were like healing her skin, some of them whittle away. Almost all of them fall off of her body except for one. And you can tell like almost all of the health that she was getting from those flowers has now dissipated. And like you see the flowers fall to the ground from up above, and you see kind of like like these dark red petals kind of floating down around her. Kind of beautiful in a dark way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else I'd like to do now. That's it for me.
Okay. No bonus action or movement?
A bonus action movement.
All right. The mushroom creature with its one tendril left because Eva like murdered all of its tendrils. You hear like these blorbing sounds coming from it as it is going to attack you, Eva. Let me see, what does this do for it?
Eva preparing for jukes.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Roll me a dex save.
Oh, it really is the
DC 18.
21.
Ooh,
Juke.
nice. So the main point of this does not happen, but you do take, on a saved throw, you do take 10 poison damage. As you can tell, what it was trying to do is the tendril was kind of trying to wrap around you and switch places with you. Like it was trying to like pull you into its position and move to yours. But the grasp on you doesn't quite hold. Where the tendril was like touching your skin, you can feel like this poison kind of touching like the parts of your skin. And that part of you is like aching with the pain from this damage. But the tendril unhinges from you and the creature stays in its stance. As its bonus action, it is going to... you're standing in front of Dirge, right? It's getting mad. It's going to cast a spell on itself. I'm not going to tell you what it does, but you do see the tendril, kind of one tendril waving and the little nub of another tendril that you ripped off kind of just like swiveling and moving a little bit, and the little bumps on this shadowy creature kind of like protrude out of it, almost like it's got some kind of defense mechanism, and it stays in place. As Eva, it is now your turn.
Okay, I think Eva's going to angrily look at the tendron that just latched itself onto her, and she's actually going to use Tales from the Beyond. So she's in kind of a flurry of emotions, so we may not know what effect this has had, but she's chosen the tendron, so I'm going to roll a d12 to find out what on earth spell she actually ends up casting.
Oh, I love this. Neat.
Okay, a 4. Dang it.
What's the 4?
Runaway. I tell the tale of an adventurer that could escape a confinement. The target can immediately use its reaction to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. When the target teleports, it can choose a number of creatures it can see within 30 feet of up to your charisma modifier to immediately use the same reaction. I'm happy to keep with the first part, especially the it teleports, I guess, to wherever it is 30 feet away.
Oh. Doesn't want to tell it. So it can teleport 30 feet. Does it have to be away from you?
No, just an unoccupied space it can see.
Please don't be near me.
You're like, here's the creature and here's you, like the complete opposite. I don't think it can get to you within 30 even. I don't even think it can get like halfway to you. You're like so far away from it. You're like
Good.
120. You're like 240 feet, 240 away from it.
Good.
I didn't mean to put that in. Oh, well. For anybody who wanted to see the details of the spell, it's in chat.
Nice. It's gonna move.
Oh, nice.
Why are you helping this creature?
It's gonna move behind Dirge, I think.
There's a 50-50 chance. Like 7+, it's all like kill it. 1 to 6 is help. So if I pick a friend and I accidentally roll too high, I hurt you.
Oh. Well, that'd be bad if it was cis air. It moves behind you, Dirge, and you can feel the tendrils, and you can smell the shadowy mushroom behind you.
Great.
Blurbing. And guess what? It's your turn. Oh, Ava, did you want to do a bonus action or movement?
I want to make sure that I'm nearest whoever looks the most haggard at the moment, which I believe is going to be Dirge or Cessair.
Dirge.
Okay, so Eva's going to make her way towards Dirge at this point.
Dirge and Cessair are very similarly damaged. But Dirge is the closest to you.
Cool.
You can literally step like 10 feet and Dirge is there.
Hi!
In fact, the mushroom just went next to Dirge, and now like you are facing the mushroom and Dirge. So, yeah, you go right up behind Dirge. And what would you like to do? Bonus
I
action?
believe we might have inspiration already, so I don't think it would really do any point for me to start singing like a chant of like, you can do it, Dirge.
I don't
You
think
can
Dirge
do it."
has inspiration.
Okay, so I start inspiring you then. I'll start like saying like, there once was a tale of a man called Dirge. For his life was in your hands, in which he will purge. I like just.
I love it. I love it. That's so cool. Dirge, in fact, it is your turn as Eva comes up behind you and sings this song after telling this epic tale that made this creature run your direction.
I'm a little bit confused, but I think I'm kind of pumped up as well.
It's like she set up the
by
scene for you.
Ava
Here's the
being
creature. It's in
my
front
hype
of you.
woman.
Go for it. Totally on purpose. Yep. Mhm.
So I flip through my grimoire and pull out this shadowy bookmark that transforms into a shadow blade, with a bonus action, which I am casting at 5th level.
All right. Oh, that's nice.
And then the mushroom creature is close enough to me that I can attack it. Yes.
Yes, it is right next to you. Is this your first 5th level spell that you've used?
I don't think so.
So it's your second. So this is your last slot.
My last 5th level slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cast something with a 6th level slot before, but
Yeah, and I think you cast Dissonant Whispers or something before, right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right. So let me attack it. I guess it's got the same bonus as my short sword, so I can roll to attack with that.
Yeah. Oof, get ready for all the damage that's going to be done if he hits the AC. And you're going after...
So that is a 21.
Oh, yeah, that hits. That's well beyond.
All right.
At this point, you guys almost always hit.
Right. I'm going to have actually that be, this attack is like it's a green flame blade, basically. It's like a cantrip. So I'm going to have to start building the dice pool for this. Shadow Blade at 5th level is 48.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get 48 in there.
Ooh, and this is on the mushroom.
I am
right?
going to, I'm going to spend one use of Bardic Inspiration for Psychic Blades to add 3d6 to it.
Oh my gosh.
And then and then the Green Flame Blade, sorry, I'm jumping around in,
Oh, you're okay.
is another 2d8 on it.
Oof. A lot of damage. Let's see it. I want to see it. And that was a dirty 20, right? Not a nat 20.
It was a 21, but it was
a dirty
I rolled a
21. 15
and I have a plus 6 to hit.
Gotcha.
So that is 31 points of damage.
Wow. Tell us what this looks like as you murder this shadowy mushroom creature. Reminder that it had like just its one tendril left.
So I pull this shadow blade out of my grimoire as a bookmark, and then I whip my hand towards it, and the shadow blade goes through it and then comes back to my hand, and it just leaves 2 holes, and one going in and then another one next to it coming out.
Nice.
So it's almost like a sort of hourglass shape in the center of its mass.
Yeah, and like Eva, you get a close-up experience of this as you see the hourglass or like the infinity symbol almost like inside of this creature, and it kind of like slowly the shadow kind of dwindles back and forth. Its limbs falter, and the one tendril kind of just like goes limp as the shadow puddle kind of goes down into the ground, but around it circles this little puddle of shadow. And Eva and Dirge, please roll me a dex saving throw. Or a con saving throw. I would allow either.
I'll take Dex, thank you. I am going to spend my inspiration to add to that. I got a
DC
12.
is 18.
Yeah. That inspiration from you, Ava, is it a D8?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a D8 to that.
I think I'll
Ugh.
keep mine as is at the moment.
Still not
Alex.
enough, but 16 total.
I'm going to accept my 17 total this time around.
All right, you both take 15 damage as this poisonous, or like it's almost like poison. It's like goopy, shadowy poison explodes from the ground around, and the two of you feel like this gross goop kind of land on your skin.
This is the sort of thing I like to dish out as opposing to take.
Yeah, it's gross. You murdered the creature, but then it went all over you, and now you have 15 damage. Please take that. And then we start at the top of the round. Melody is very angry, and you hear her say, well, that's not very nice. And she'll be very angry. She's going to point towards you, Dirge, as you hurt her friend. She's not happy about it. And you need to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Did not make that. That is a 2 for me.
You take 21 damage. As
Dirge is not looking his best right now, I'll say that.
You feel she points at you and she's like, that's not very nice. And you feel like something kind of pulling out of the back of your body towards where her hand is pointing. Eva, you can see like what looks like green, like ooze coming out of Dirge and going towards her hand. It's like the stream of like life force being pulled towards Melody. And you can't turn around because you're just looking, but you see the stream kind of like going off to the left of you. You don't know where it's going, but you assume it's going towards Melody. Sardar, you can see this, Sardar and Cisair, you can see this stream of green ooze coming towards Melody, and it looks like it's like seeping into her hand, and as the final bit comes around, she has like this ball. She like pushes it towards her body, and you feel her just like look like she's taking in the essence of what was Dirge. And looks like maybe she's healed up a little bit.
Not a fan of that.
Don't like it.
Nope.
Nope.
No, sir. I don't like it.
Nope.
Don't like it. And this time she can take her bonus action and she can take her movement. She's gonna move over here to the other side. She flies across the room to the other side, on the left side of the room versus the right side that she's on now. She has direct vision of Cisair, and use that. Oh, I can cast one of these. She is going to point at you, Cisair, and you have to make a... Oh no, she has to make the attack. It's an attack, I thought. And I don't think I get advantage on this one. Does a 21 hit?
Well, I got to make my my concentration check on my
Oh yeah, because you got hit.
my shadow blade. But,
Yeah, it does hit.
It does hit.
Yep.
I have advantage
You
on
cannot
the-
gain any hit points until the start of your next turn. I'm not going to roll the damage because you don't take it anyway because it's poison. But she points at you and says like these words that kind of feel haunting to you almost, as she says, "You take my gift and I will take it back." But as she says that, you don't feel like she's taking anything from you. In fact, you don't feel any harm done to you. But you also don't realize that if someone tries to heal you, it ain't gonna do anything.
All right, cool. I guess.
And Cicere, it is your turn.
How far away from me is she?
She is now, because she's on the same side of you. That's about 100 away.
I did fail that concentration check even with advantage.
Oh no!
So
that
my
sucks.
my shadow blade has dissipated.
That sucks.
Oh geez, oh no.
Because that gives you like extra damage, right? So handy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 10 feet forward, and cast.
Is it 90 foot? Is that why?
Yep, 90-foot range.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast my last 3rd level spell.
Ooh.
I am going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
She has to make and I'm going to use Unsettling Words to lower her next save result.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
A -8 penalty on her next save.
Dang, that's nice. And this is
Yes,
a
it
magic,
is.
right?
This is magic, yes.
She gets advantage on this. And what kind of save is it?
She has to make a 21 intelligence saving throw with a -8 penalty.
It's with -1 or -8.
8.
So. I just got a 20. Okay. 21.
That meets.
Okay. I can't believe I rolled a 20.
However, she does take half damage from this,
Okay. What kind of
which
damage
is
is it?
psychic. She's gonna take 5 psychic damage.
Psychic. Okay. 5 psychic?
Yeah, that's after having.
Yeah, she does take that for sure. All right. You can see that she's squinting like something's happening in her mind, but she doesn't grab her head, so it's not like it's hurting her that like it's not like she's like, "Oh no, my head." But she definitely is squinting like she took some damage from that. And it is going to be Sardar's turn.
Great. And nothing else is standing in here, really, enemy-wise,
no,
other
it's just her.
than... Right. Okay.
She did not seem happy that you killed her friend.
And about how much further away from me is she now?
She is closer to you now. She's like 35.
Okay, cool.
Because you were closer to the left side of the room. And she moved that way.
And do you mean 35 feet away or like straight
It's like
up?
up, 35 up. Like if you went diagonal, like 35 squares up.
Gotcha. And I can get closer and, make that closer, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
if you go under her, then she's like 40 up.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like you're at a weird angle and if you go under her, then it's 40.
Yeah, it does make sense. I'm just trying to make something work that's not going to work.
Okay.
Trying to cheat my way into this.
The hardest part for you is that she's in the air. You're you're melee primarily.
You need to do like a big dragon uppercut underneath her. Just
Yeah,
make
like
sure you can.
run
That's
and
what you
jump
need.
and uppercut punch. Yeah. I mean, I'll allow you to do some kind of like athletics and then next round punch or something, or like hit. That would be, I mean, I'm a rule of fun. I think that sounds awesome.
Sardar wants to jump and just get like closer. If he how high can I jump in the air?
Are you gonna try to
cast something? I'm trying to cast something.
Oh, I mean, if you do an athletics check, we can see how we'll see how high you run. How high are you trying to jump? Are you trying how close are you trying to get? What is the range?
I'm trying to jump 5 feet in the air.
From 40 jumping, so you need to jump 35 feet. That's a lot. That's a lot of jump.
No, just 5 feet.
Just 5 feet.
Oh, you only want to jump 5 feet? Oh, that's easy. That you could take 10. I mean, you can roll me a DC 10. That's easy.
Cool. Got it.
You can jump 5 feet.
Got it. Boom, 14. Cool. So I'm
Jumping 5 feet is pretty impressive. All
Yeah,
to say.
but you guys are like level 10 epic heroes, and he also is like, how many strength do you have? It's like insane. What's your strength?
yeah, 17.
17. Yeah, that's a pretty high strength.
So I'm using my last little 3rd level spell slot here.
If he was
Well, no,
going
I
to try to
should do-
jump like 35 feet, I've been like, that's a DC 20.
Yeah, that's
Good luck.
crazy. My last 2nd level spell slot here to cast. I'm going to cast blindness on Melody.
Oh, interesting. I like it.
So that is a con save of 16.
Con save is 16. And she's no longer has that penalty. Oh, that's not a save. Barely saves. 17.
Ah, okay, cool.
Barely.
Yeah, so it does nothing.
Okay. Nice try.
At that-
you jump up
yeah.
and you try like what is that? Is it like a word that you shout or something?
It is, yes.
What is it that you say to her?
Blindness! Is what you hear Sodar kind of shout.
You say that, and I think because nothing happens, she just laughs. She's like, oh, child's play.
And he keeps waiting for it to kick in, but when it doesn't, that's when he just moves back as far as he can.
Yeah, I love it. And I
That's
love
the
that because
turn.
she's a bard. She knows like your tricks too. So it's kind of almost like but you can tell that when you said that, and even though she's laughing at you, you can tell that like there's a smidgen of her with your passive in like perception that she might have been close to being blinded. Like she's acting it up like she wasn't, like it's child's play, but really you could tell that she's getting a little nervous about you getting this close to blinding her. Because as all of you know, a lot of your spells require seeing your target, or your disadvantage on it. And that is going to be Fungal's down. Bye, Fungal boy. Eva, it is your turn.
Okay, I think Eva kind of having like witnessed Dirge's kind of life essence almost kind of leaving his body before her eyes.
Yeah.
Is gonna be like, no, like she's gonna try and like start putting it back in using cure wounds. It's almost like she's trying to like grab it back. No, get back in.
I love it. Yeah, like you pull some of the energy back that she was putting into this ball that she pushed into her. I love like that all happening at once. That's cool.
She's just like trying to pull it back like a rope almost, even if it's only coming back as like little wisps of like hairs rather than a full-on rope.
Let's see how much it is, because
in.
she took 20 and you're trying to take some of that back.
Yeah, let's see. So Dirge 20.
You
Wow.
pull like almost as like the essence is leaving him, you're pulling it back, but it's splitting into two. So if anyone's watching this part, you see it split into two, and like it's a green stream is going towards Melanie, and another green stream is like going into Eva's hands, and Eva pushes it back into Dirge. You feel the health come back to you almost at the same time that Sardar and Cesare are seeing Melody push the essence of Dirge into her as well. It's like a double split of essence. Oh, that's a cool scene. I could see that in an anime. That's sick. Anything else you'd like to do? That's your full action, right? Or your spell action. You still have a bonus and a move.
Yeah, I think she's going to just stay there mostly and be like to Dirge, like, you're not allowed to stop yet. We still got more fighting to do.
It's cute. I love it. Dirge, with that, it's your turn.
Dirge looks clearly very perturbed by all of this going on, especially losing his powerful shadow blade that he's conjured. So while this is happening, he's like looking around. He's very confused.
Get it pulled back, and then you get it pushed back into you. It's like this.
And then almost instinctively, he calls up his mirror image spell again.
Nice.
But this time, as the mirror images appear, they, it's the usual thing where it looks like they're kind of reflections of him, but these ones look somehow different. Like Dirge is like very sort of gothed out. These almost look like a kind of light version of him instead as they appear. And these duplicates, and he looks like shocked, like he somehow like lost control of the spell. I mean, it works, but he seems really like spooked by seeing these duplicates of him that are different. He goes, "No, I'm not the reflection. You are. I am a unique being." And then he can see, he reaches out and almost like tries to put his hand through one of them. Like he seems like he's angry with them as they flit around him. But then like a shadowy skeletal version of his hand shoots out and tries to wrap itself around Melody's neck. And that is Chill Touch, which I'm going to roll to.
Ooh, I like it. And what's the range on that? Because you're really
120
far away.
feet.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a 22.
22. And that is, you hit. Her
Okay.
AC is very low.
All right.
She's like a tiny little, like, halfling-looking person.
So yeah, as this skeletal spectral hand.
Is this necrotic or is it just cold?
It is, I believe it's necrotic.
So that's 17 necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like it doesn't do as much damage as you know that it would have done a lot if it hit her fully. It looks like maybe she's not taking the full brunt of that 17.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, for all of his composure and planning and all that sort of stuff, Dirge is kind of acting sort of like a cornered animal at this point. He seems very reactive.
I love that scene. This whole round has been really sick. Just like I can envision it happening. As you do this, oh wait, do you have a bonus action that you'd like to do, or?
The bonus action was whatchamacallit.
That was the extra.
I'm out
the
of
mirage thing.
Yeah,
because
I'm
you
out
did the
of
mirror and then you did the chill touch. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. That was intense. I love it. Okay, so that's the other thing I can do. Let's see. It is going, she is going to conjure up what looks like a ball of shadow that kind of forms in her hand. As she like kind of like holds her hands out and forms this shadowy ball, and she pushes it forward, and it kind of goes right in the center of Sardar, Eva, and Dirge. And you all need to make me a. This is a ranged attack. I have to make the attack. All right. 24 to hit.
It might hit one of my duplicates, though.
Oh, what do I need to roll, or do you roll that?
Yeah, I roll to see if it hits one of my
Okay.
duplicates. Let me see.
It hits me though.
All right.
All right, I roll a d20.
12 damage. And I get to pick the kind. It's going to be lightning damage. The shadow ball lands in the center of you all, and a strike of like thunder can be heard at the center of the room as like a little lightning bolt comes down and shatters around, and all of you feel these sparks hit you.
It did hit one of my duplicates.
It was very
so-
close to hitting you, Eva. And Eva, I don't know if you're excited or nervous about that. What would Eva's
She
thoughts
loves
be?
it.
Okay, she loves it.
She's like,
Awesome. There might be some story behind that. What'd you say, Alquin?
One of the light dirge duplicates has been destroyed. So I have 2 left.
You have 2 left. All right. One of them kind of smacks the mirror image that is like closest to it, versus the other 2, and you as you stand there. And the rest of you take a little bit of shocking damage as it hits you. Starter, you're not wearing metal armor, right?
I'm wearing, let's see, just to make sure. No, it's just leather.
All right. And yep, I see. With that, we're going to do. Don't think I can do that again. I've used those. And can I do this? I can't. She casts something else, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But you see her cast something. I'm not gonna tell
Full
you
of
what-
mystery this melody is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but she does cast something else, and it is going to be
on brand.
Cesaire's turn.
For a moment, Starter, I thought you said you were wearing lead armor. Not leather.
Yes, lead. Yeah, I can't move. That's why I'm.
It's pure lead. Lightning will hit me, and I am going to be hallucinating in approximately 5 minutes with the heat.
Yeah, that jump was a DC 30 for me to try to jump 5 feet.
I really wanted to hit Cesaire, but being able to AoE hit 3 people sounded better.
Shoot, she still has all of her. She still has some of her legendary saves too.
Yes, I have all of those. I have not used them, but I have used a lot of other stuff. That I
How
can't
far
use
away from
now.
me is she?
She is 90 feet away from you because you stepped up 10 feet.
All right, this is going to be a dumb move. I'm going to move 30 feet up.
Oh, okay. So you move 60. Okay. All right.
That she's 60 feet away.
Yeah,
And then
she's
I'm going
60.
to. Huh?
She's 60 at a diagonal.
Yeah.
Upwards.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use unsettling words to lower her next save by. Come here. Where's the right die for this? Come here. Ooh, 9.
Oh, nice. That's good.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. She's going to need to make a DC 21 Wisdom save.
Ooh, what level is Dissonant Whispers?
First level.
Oh, you're casting it at first level.
Yes, because I have no other spell slots left.
Isn't? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you're out of all your others. Okay. And she has to do a DC, and this is a spell, so she gets advantage. DC what? Sorry.
DC 21 Wisdom.
Ooh, 21 Wisdom. Oh my gosh. I don't think she can make this.
Good.
Nope. She does not save, but I can use the legendary resistance, and that she does, so she saves.
Yeah, burn through those.
Please burn through those. Well, since she does save, she's going to take half this damage, which is going to be. That was really high too.
Oh, did you roll good damage?
I rolled good damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled that good.
Well, then that means I took a good time to use my legendary save.
7 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, nice. It looks like it fully goes through. As this time, last time she didn't like grab her head. This time she puts up like one of her hands to touch like the temple of her head, and she gives you a discerning look. She doesn't like it.
Oh, is she giving me a look?
Yeah, she's giving you a look.
I want to flip it the bird. Like, I don't like any of this.
What would you like to do? You did your bonus action, you did your action, and you.
Yeah, I'm
moved
tapped
up.
out for the round.
All right, Sardar, it's your turn.
So,
And you jumped up forward 5 feet, right? Last round. So you're 25 angle away.
yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go for it. I'm gonna use one of my last sort of higher level spell slots to try that again.
Ooh, okay. Are you gonna jump
Guessing.
up?
Yeah. So I'm gonna as long as I'm in range, I don't have to jump.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna go blindness again with the drumstick.
I love it. Go for it. What's the DC?
Let me get that for you. That is a 16.
16. And which kind? Is it int?
Con.
Con. Oh, okay. Saved.
Okay. All right. How are you looking health-wise, Dirge?
I'm at 33, but I actually had one question. When I killed that thing earlier, was it a construct? That mushroom thing?
No, it was not a construct.
Okay, so I have a feature called Grim Harvest, where
Ooh.
once per turn, I get twice. If I kill something, I get twice the spell's level back as hit points. 3 times if it's necromancy. But Shadowblade is illusion, so I should get. It was still active when I killed it,
It
so
was
I
a
should.
level 5 spell.
Yeah, I had it at level 5, so I should get 10 hit points back from that.
Go for it. Yeah, I'll allow it.
So that brings me to, I'm at 43 of 67 because of Ava's life bending.
Like that. I like the idea of being a life bender.
I feel like that's what
Yeah.
happened. That was it was really cool.
Yeah.
I love that it was exactly the same amount.
Yeah. So
That
I'm
was
gonna
like
use my
it's such a good
Any
story. Like
better.
RNG was on it.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind 1d10 plus 2 hit points for myself.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
And then it is going to be
4.
Eva's turn.
All right. I think Eva, noting that, okay, she may be healthy and dandy, but not necessarily everybody else around her is. She's actually going to use her turn to wild shape into her starry form.
Ooh.
And I think, unfortunately, that's all she can. Is it with a can she bonus? Oh, yeah, I can bonus action. Okay, so with my bonus action, then, I'm going to take on the starry form of the chalice. And the starry form of the chalice allows me to, whenever I cast a spell, using any spell, me or another creature within 30 feet also gain 1d8 plus 4 hit points.
Within
So
30 feet
it's-
of you. Yeah.
Yeah, within 30 feet of me. So, she'll wild shape and turn into starry chalice with the bonus action. Ready for whatever magic she produces to heal whoever is 30 feet within her, like within her surroundings.
Yeah, and you have to use a spell slot for that.
Yeah. Because I need to put that on for the other one as well. Yep.
Yeah, and you have healed a few other times. I don't think you've been marking your heals or marking your spells.
It seems to have reset. I had it at the beginning, but I know that I used 2 third levels. I'm pretty sure I used 1 second level, and now I've also made sure to mark the 5th level one that I used last round.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that's about right. I think it might have been 2 4th levels, and then also 2 thirds and a 1 second level. Yeah,
because you guys
that,
have
that
not,
looks more right.
You have not long rested in a while.
Yeah, that looks more right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Eva, just looking at everything going around her, just starts to go blue, purple, transparent. Her freckles once again start to turn into stars, and all the freckles within her slowly start to form into the shape of a chalice. And she just stays there looking pretty and sparkly until her next turn, when she can make sure that everybody gets a little bit of like a
That was your bonus action, right?
But I think unfortunately my wild shape is an action as well. To actually wild shape itself, and then the bonus action is to turn into the starry chalice, I think.
You can spend your use of wild shape. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's a bonus action to expend it. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And I think that's two wild shapes then that you have.
Yeah.
And you used one of your bardic inspiration, or 2 of your bardic inspirations?
I haven't used my current bardic inspiration. I have one
the 2
inspiration
that you
currently.
gave to Dirge. I'm
Oh,
marking
yeah,
on your
yeah.
sheet for you. All right,
Thank you so
cool.
much.
And then Dirge, it is your turn.
I am going to use. Just look at what spell slots I have left.
Yeah.
Um,
Y'all are getting close to the end on those.
all right. So Dirge is still kind of in this, what looks like a sort of manic state, and starts kind of singing to himself a very creepy melody. But the rest of you can't hear anything. It just looks like he's kind of having a weird sort of performance, and he's sort of interacting with the mirror images, the two that are left of himself. But it looks like he's sort of singing and performing or whatever. And the only one who can hear it is Melody.
Oh.
So she needs to make a DC 18 Wisdom save.
And this is a spell?
Yeah, this is Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, okay, you're doing dissonance whispers again. I do not save. I've rolled really low on both of those.
Are you gonna use a legendary resistance?
I am. I have one left now. Paladin looks so happy. Do I take half damage or something, or is that it?
If you use it, well, actually, yeah. If you
I saved.
you're spending a legendary, you just succeed.
Yes.
But you still take damage.
Mhm.
Let's see.
I think that one has like if you.
Yeah,
save,
you
still
take
get
3d6.
All right,
so
roll me
here,
3 to 6. I will take it.
because I
take
cast
half.
it at 4th level.
I take 3 damage.
No, 6. That was. I only rolled 3. If you'd failed, it would have been 66. but I
Oh,
just rolled
gotcha.
3d6. So you take 6 points of.
Usually it's you
psychic
roll the whole thing and then I take half that damage.
damage. Oh, do you want me to re-roll it?
Yeah, roll the whole thing.
Okay. All right.
Because there's potential you could do more damage to her than 6.
Yeah,
See?
that's
Yeah.
significantly more.
Yeah, see?
So-
You would have missed out on all that damage.
Oh, awesome. How kind.
Yeah, no
so you
problem.
take 13 points of
Yes,
psychic damage.
13. Oof. She's looking fairly harmed as you do this performance. And what are you whispering? What song is whispering in her head?
She hears, some say I bite the hand that feeds, but to these disillusioned eyes is sweet revenge to watch it bleed. It has only fed me lies. The dead horse you were flogging could not rise and stand upon its legs. Behold, the leper minstrel has been born and never more shall beg.
Nice. I love it. And she holds her head. She has her hands on her head as she tries to like shake her head from this song that is being sung from her song to her. And you see her kind of like get her bearings again. And I actually have to make a concentration save because I casted something on myself earlier
Fail like me.
and I failed. And I failed to save. So that didn't work. So I don't get that. Sadner. What can I do now? I'm running out of spell slots. I don't have any more of those. I already did that. Ooh. All right. She's very angry at you. She's going to pull together another one of these balls, but this time it is a green one instead of a shadowy looking one. And she pushes it forward towards, again, to the same spot that it was. So it hits Sardar, Eva, and possibly Dirge. I think you have 2 left.
There are 2 duplicates.
Yeah, 2 duplicates left. And this is a con save.
Well, I gotta check to see if it hits the duplicate, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, that's only attacks and stuff. But well, is it? I think it's a save. I have to just take.
Yeah, I think you might. Yeah.
Not that I want to.
It's not an attack. It's a save.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I got a 19.
Ooh, a 19?
Mm-hmm.
You save. You're going to take half damage.
Okay.
I only got a 15.
Ooh. Okay. So it's going to be 28 damage, and then if you saved, which is a DC 18, you take half damage. And anyone who did not save, also if you start your turn in this area, you will take more damage again. So just to be clear, you probably want to move on your turn. This kind of fog of green kind of oozes into the space around, and you feel like you can't breathe as it tries to suck the life out of you and go in your air as you're trying to hold your breath. And yeah, that's how much damage you take. All right, and it is going to be, I think it can do one more action. I can't do any of those. You know what? Yeah, I think that's. Oh, it can do one. Okay. She kind of puts her hand towards Dirge, and you feel this like bolt of some kind of like shadowy essence come from her hand, and we'll see if this hits you. Don't get advantage on it. 19. Does that hit your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. 18 damage. And you make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious. You can't make it, so I think you automatically fail it, right?
I automatically fail a save?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the result of the save? I mean, what is the effect?
You are poisoned for a minute.
Okay. I basically just think that's probably going to mean that when I have to make death saves, they're going to be at disadvantage. Right? Because isn't that what the poisoned state gives you?
Double check what poisoned does just to make sure we're on. Because I don't want you to be a disadvantage if it doesn't make. It's not actually. But we will double check.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. I don't think you do get disadvantage on your save. So you're fine.
I guess death saves are different than ability checks. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is Cesaire's turn now.
Oh boy.
You whispered into her mind, Dirge. She didn't like it, but that was a sick song. Like, I loved it.
Whose turn is immediately after mine?
It is Sardar, right after you.
I'm gonna give Sardar. What's your con like? How confident are you in saving against this cloud when you start your turn?
It's not that bad.
Okay. Cool. Then I don't have to worry about you. I know Ava has the health of 5 horses.
Or more.
She does.
Sarah needed more reasons to not like Eva. I feel like this was like this didn't help.
Just, look, guys, I have health. Oh, that's wonderful for you. I'm so happy for you. It's great.
Fantastic.
It's great.
Oh yeah, never mind. I was gonna say Cesaire wouldn't have taken any damage from this because it's all poison.
What's
Like
up?
pretty much everything I've done to you, I've been like, I'm not even gonna roll damage. I think I rolled damage the first time, and then I realized I was like, wait, this is poison damage. You're immune to it. I did not even need to roll
When
that.
you first got that immunity to poison thing, I thought, oh wow, that's not as good as what the rest of us got. But honestly, it's saving
Honestly,
you.
This whole
Honestly,
encounter
It's
is all
working out
poison
well.
damage. So
I don't know how to tell you guys. This is
Wow.
pretty great. I'm living my life like I have 2 knives. It's pretty great. Like
No
just
doubt.
Mo from Simpsons life is pretty great right now.
yeah, immunity means you don't take anything. Vulnerability is
Yeah.
like you take half, just so viewers understand that.
My mind is being blown because suddenly I am just like, oh my gosh, you're right. Cesare is Mo Sislak.
Oh, that's awful. I'm going to use Unsettling Words once again to lower Melody's next save by
Sounds good.
10.
Ooh, that's nice.
If I only had more spells available to me, I am going. Oh gosh, which one of these is going to be more helpful?
Let's see. You have your level 1 spells left. That's it.
Yeah, I have level 1 spells left.
Find familiar. I think that one's gonna be helpful here.
Yes, let me start just a 1 hour
need
cast
a friend.
time spell
Yeah.
right now.
Could you just start casting that right now? That would
Yeah,
be
just hold on. I need to get I need to get a newt instead of a bird. Hold on.
great.
Pause for 1 hour. Thank you. Shoot, this
I'm
is
just trying to
difficult.
look to see what I think would be the most helpful for me on that list.
I understand. How far away is she from me right now? 60
She
feet, you
is
said?
60 feet, correct. She's 60
I want to move 30 feet up,
Okay,
and I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter.
all right.
Wisdom DC of 21.
And she's at a -10.
-10.
This is cast, so I do get advantage. And I just threw my dice into my plant. No, don't save.
Oh,
Those are
thank
both really
God.
low. I'm going to use my final. Yeah, she needs to because she's getting low. She uses her final. My final magic resistance. I'm out of legendaries. I'm out of magic resistance. Y'all suck 'em a dry.
What's funny is I have 1 6th level spell I can cast today.
I know what you're doing.
Yep. That's the end of my turn.
Perfect. And that means it is going to be Sardar. It's your turn.
I'm all spelled out.
You're 25 feet away from her at the angle
by
that
now-
you're at.
Was it Melody that I like hit with an arrow and it did nothing?
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah,
That's true.
you shot her with an arrow and it did nothing.
Just yeah. I imagine.
She might have some immunities.
Right.
The arrows.
Yep.
Well, what do arrows
Non-magical
do?
arrows.
Right. That's
They.
and it's also like a non-magical bow, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just all around not that good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not a good thing to be attacking the final, boss in a 10th level campaign.
Mm-hmm. And 25 feet away.
Yes, at an angle. So if you go under her, then you're going to be 40 feet away, right?
40
Like
feet,
it's kind of a weird situation that you're at. You're like, but that's because you jumped.
We're working with what we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
go-
assuming that you can keep jumping the 5 feet, right? Like we're not going to make you keep rolling
Yeah.
to get that extra 5 feet.
It's there's nothing I can do in that arena. But what I can do, are you inspired right now, Cesare?
Ooh.
Honestly, don't give me bardic inspiration right now. I'm
Okay.
totally fine. Give it to someone who needs it.
Anybody else is in dire need of this? Because I have it to spare.
I can't get it. I'm unconscious. So
Yeah.
It has to be Cesare or Ava.
Would you take it, Ava?
I'll do it.
Okay, and Sardar, he's looking up, just kind of surveying the situation, seeing that he's sort of out of options. So he says, "It's up to you all now, especially you, Ava, my friend. Inspiring you with that D8.
Nice.
Okay, you have that.
And with that, Eva, is your turn. You see Dirge laying on the ground before you. I think that means your mirror images dissipate, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
The mirror images kind of looking down at their master and slowly fading away into the distance, as Sardar says, "It's up to you."
So, just about everyone around me has kind of, I think Cesaire's still standing,
Yeah.
but Sardar and Dirge are.
Oh yeah, and
Not-
Sardar, did you want to move because you're in that cloud?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I mean, I would like to move out of the way. Sorry. Like
Okay.
dash. Like dash
Are
as
you
far
moving
away out of it.
or out? You can't dash unless you have something that lets you dash.
I didn't use an action. Or is Bardic Inspiration? That's a bonus action,
You
right?
do bonus action. I don't think you can dash. I think dash is like your full round.
Dash is
double
an
move.
action.
Dash
Yeah,
is
it's an
just an
action.
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna
I
move.
mean,
what's
mechanics-wise,
your
if I
dash?
was healed, I would become conscious. But I think to get to me, you'd have to go into the poison cloud.
He's in the poison
Right.
cloud already.
Yeah.
So do you want to move towards him on the outside of the cloud? Sardar?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll move you here. And Eva, what would you like to do? You're starting your turn in the cloud.
Okay. The first thing then that she's going to do, because I think she's still right next to Dirge at this point.
Mhm.
She's going to use her actual action to do Cure Wounds on him once again, on 4th level spell slot.
Nice.
Which I believe also adds another 1d8 plus 4 because of her chalice of
Yes.
her chalice starry form. So I'm going to roll it as a 5th level because that just is easier.
Yeah. It does the same thing.
So, okay, Dirge, you get 28 health back,
Ooh, that's a nice heal. That's like a good heal.
and then she's going to move out of that cloud.
Are
and
you
cast-
moving towards Sardar or like towards the wall or towards Melody? Or towards
Melody.
Towards Melody.
She's
okay.
going to head towards Melody, and she's going to use her bonus action to cast a Thunderous Smite on herself
Ooh.
at a 5th level.
All right. Oh, you can't cast 2 spells.
It says that this one's a bonus action.
One has to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
If you're casting these spells, one has to be a cantrip.
That's why I couldn't do two first level spells in one round earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That
Unless
makes
you have something
absolute-
that lets you do that, like my character has a thing that lets me cast certain things as cantrips, right? So
Got you. Okay.
I'm out of that though now. It was one of my
all right.
legendary actions.
Then that's her intention. Then is she's going to move out of
Yeah.
harm's way and prepare to. She's like, okay, the lightning struck like right here. She's gonna.
Yeah.
Like, was it over here or over here? And she's gonna try and place herself where she thinks lightning might strike next to do that next round. She
All right.
hasn't done anything.
Perfectly in time, Dirge. It is your turn. You're not making a death saving throw as you almost see like the Grim Reaper kind of standing above you with the scythe, and it comes closer to you, but you get zipped away through like this
Yeah,
tunnel
I think
of
I see
light.
like a starry
light.
chalice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you see the opening of a starry chalice and you get like sucked into it, and you feel yourself like drinking from this cup as you waken. I love it.
All right.
That's so cool.
You awaken to just Eva running away.
And you're in this cloud.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is move out of the cloud.
Okay. Do you move towards Sardar, towards the wall, towards Eva, towards Cesaire?
Are there any of those that would get me out of the cloud, but also keep? Where is Melody relative to the crowd?
She's
to the
near
cloud?
Eva. And
Okay.
Cesaire is like Eva and Cesaire are like closing in on her. They're both about like 30 feet away.
All
from
right.
her.
So yeah, I'll move up to join them then.
Okay, so you move up this way.
And then
Dirge.
I am going to cast.
Sardar's all alone in the back now. Behind this cloud.
All right. I conjure my shadow blade again, but this time it's not quite as intensely dark. It's sort of flickering a bit, like it looks sort of shadowed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll cast that at 4th level. That's bonus action.
Perfect.
And then I will cast True Strike on myself.
Right.
Basically, I point at Melody, and that'll give me advantage on my next attack.
Yep.
Against
True
her.
Strike is really nice. Awesome. And it is now Melody's turn. She is perturbed that you're back up. She puts her hands out and pulls the cloud towards her as Cessair, Dirge, and Sardar are Eva are kind of like standing around her, and she's gonna put the cloud at the center of the 3 of you. And you can.
Joke's on her, I'm already poisoned.
That's true, you are poisoned. But you can still take the damage. I'm on the wrong page. You can all make con saves, DC 18.
Me too.
Yes, everybody except for Sardar this time. Well, actually, you don't really need to take it because you can't be poisoned, so you're not going to take any of this damage. So don't worry about it. But
Nat
Eva and Dirge both need to.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
Nat
nice.
20.
I failed that, so I got an 8.
We took your luck.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait on making my concentration check on my spell to see if I'm just
I
unconscious
rolled
again.
really well. Lots of 8s and 7s. 30 damage
Yeah,
all
unconscious
around.
again.
Half damage to anybody who saved, and no damage to you, Cessair, because it's all poison. And if you didn't save, you're also poisoned for a minute. Which means skills and abilities are at disadvantage. Attack rolls and ability checks.
Yep. I got a nat 20.
Yeah, well, you don't even need to roll. Eva, what was your save?
Nat 20 as well.
Okay, so you just take half damage. So you take 15, Eva.
Cool.
And you're not poisoned, so don't worry about the disadvantage thing. Poor Turch is like on the ground again. And it is going to be Cessair's turn.
All right. Gonna use my last unsettling words, which means the last of my bardic inspiration to lower her next save by, please attempt. Okay, not a 10, but 8.
Ooh, nice.
And I am going to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance from my instrument.
Yeah, here we go.
DC 21 Wisdom with a -8 penalty.
Okay, -8. So, all right. I rolled a 20.
Ah!
But, what's the DC?
21 Wisdom.
She doesn't save. Even with the nat 20, doesn't save.
All right.
You the -8. Yeah.
So she's chosen for this. She has to start shuffling, tapping her feet, capering for the duration of the spell. A dancing creature must use all its movement to dance without leaving its space, and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls.
Nice.
While it's affected by the spell, all other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against her.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, she starts tap dancing and swaying, and you can see that she's like, her face is like upset about this as she looks down at you angrily, but her body is just swaying in this beautiful movement of a dance, and you can see little petals falling from the top of her coming down. They're like little black and red petals falling off of her outfit. Anything else you'd like to do, Cessair? I think you can just move her.
So Sarah kind of just sits. I'm over like the chairs and stuff, right? I thought we were in a theater type area.
No, this is like
Okay.
a throne room,
Oh,
entryway.
okay.
Like the stage is away again. You're back into that pearlescent throne room where there's just
Gotcha.
a throne and a pink carpet.
Okay. Cicera's just gonna play his instrument and laugh, just a whole lot.
And you're gonna stay in the cloud, like the cloud.
It doesn't affect me.
I think she has to do Is this concentration for this cloud? It doesn't say concentration. Weird. You'd think that
There are spells like that where like you conjure something and then you use a bonus bonus action to move it, but it's not a concentration spell.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't
Kind of
used that spell before.
like spirit guardians and other things like
Yeah.
that. I think are like that.
I'm fine with it because it does a lot of damage. Yeah, you stay and you cackle inside of this cloud that's doing no damage to you. Where everyone else is like choking and can't breathe, you're just like, ah, ha, 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 ha. Like,
everybody else going, is this literal anthrax?
and it's slowly killing your companions.
Stay here.
Sardar, it is your turn. You can't really see into the fog, but you could see when Dirge kind of collapsed. There was a poof of smoke, like he fell to the ground. You heard it, and you hear Cicera cackling, and Eva is kind of looks like she's conjuring something or doing something like that.
And where I am I like backed into something, or
You're like almost by the door, because that's where Dirge was standing. Dirge was standing by the door. Like you're way by the door. Melody's like to the left of the throne, and everyone else is around her in a circle, almost in that cloud of. Actually, they're all inside of that cloud at the moment.
Miasma.
Yeah, it's like a gross cloud of something.
We're gonna kind of run to the edge of the cloud.
Okay.
As far as I can go there.
Yeah.
On the boundary of where it starts to get too dank.
Yeah.
Where you can smell
As soon as I can.
that poison. Poison.
Is that what they're called? The poison
chlorine, my favorite.
Yeah.
Right to the edge of there. I'm still not looking that.
And you can see Melody is kind of like dancing. She looks very angry, and you can tell that like she's not doing so hot. Like the petals are kind of like falling to the ground off of her body, like from up in the air.
She's just kind of moshing in the air.
Yeah.
Is that what she's doing?
There's just like stuff falling off of her.
There's not much else I can do.
Can you heal? Do you not have any heals?
Some very, very, very low ones.
You could run in. You could drag Dirge's body out, and you could heal him because he's laying on the ground. Like
in one action, I can like actually take him out and then do the heal. Or do I have to be in the cloud? That's what I was.
If you have a bonus action heal, you could go in as your action and pull him out of there, which would be an athletics to drag his body. And then you could heal him as a bonus action.
Can I healing word him from right here?
Yeah, but then he's going to go back down because he's going to be in the cloud.
That's true. All right.
So Eva is also.
You said you have healing
I mean, who
word?
knows? Third time's the charm.
Wait.
And
you
also,
said
Eva's in chalice form. So in her next turn, since she's going to be casting a spell, Dirge automatically gets a 1d8 plus 4 healing added to that.
Wait, question. London, do you say you had healing word?
Yep. First level spell. Healing word.
If you use your movement and action to drag him, healing word is a bonus action to cast.
Yeah, you could do it all. And then
Yeah.
Chalice would still heal him next round as well, so he'd get the extra healing.
There we
Perfect. I'm going in after my friend
It takes a
Dirge.
village to help a dirge.
Yeah.
Look.
I'm picking up Dirge, the best that Sardar can, and he's going out of there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
athletics-
fireman carry. I
athletics to
ship
carry
it.
him to see if you can get him out of the cloud.
Okay, athletics.
Not to be mean, but I think it'd be funny if in the next round you immediately go right back into the ground. Because you got him and immediately fell down, and I feel like just get up again and just wham.
13.
Yeah, you lift him up. It's not a hard DC for you, but you grab him and you take him out of the cloud, and then you give him a heal. What's your heal?
That is 5.
5 health.
5
Come back
points
to
of
life.
health.
Barely breathing. You can smell the poison as it's like the cloud is near you, Dirge. And Eva, it's your turn.
always love.
Oh yeah, like holding him, looking at him.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You're back.
It's the whole scene right
Yeah.
there, the bodyguard scene
You're back.
carrying like a fireman.
He says to you, "You're back."
But,
I am Whitney Houston to your Denzel. to your Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. We'll put Denzel in it. That's fine.
That movie would have been better if it was Denzel instead of Kevin Costner. I think that's my
I
head
think
canon.
Denzel's a better like actor. Anyway, I think Eva's going to cast her thunderous smite while in her starry form, which gives Alcuin a chance
And
to
you
roll a
cast
d8
it
plus
advantage.
4. Or should I throw it, or Alcuin can throw it?
What is it?
Either way, they get a 1d8 plus 4 healing because
Okay.
I'm in my chalice.
I think you are the healer.
Yeah,
so I
you
think
roll the
it.
heal, and then
And you are much luckier than I am, so please.
and then.
All right, I'm gonna roll it just as a level 1, just because it's the same. 9. So another 9 added to your
smite.
5. And then I'm using Thunderous Smite at a level 5. So that's my final level 5. But yeah, I think that takes another turn.
Yeah,
but
because
basically
now you have to make a melee weapon attack.
Yep, and I
then
got
you get the extra
Lucy.
damage.
So basically, you're going to see Eva kind of having a moment where Lucy goes from being like kind of a quick turn onto her front to her unstrapping Lucy and like kind of holding her kind of like a club.
Nice. And Dirge.
As she's holding it, you could just hear this like lightning wanting to come around it.
Ready to, it's like crackling. Not quite ready to make a thunder strike, but
and once again, then she'll move a bit closer to Melody, so she's within a good melee range.
you can't. She's in the air, 40 feet up.
Okay, as long as
You're-
I can be
You're
as
currently
near as
about 25 feet away from her at a diagonal, but if you get closer, you're going to be like... And put
Got
you as
you.
close as I could.
No worries. I'm happy. Cool. As long as I'm as close as I can
Alright,
be.
Dirge, it is your turn. As you are awakened, and you're about... You guys are back, but you're not all the way back. You're about 60 feet away from Melody.
Melody.
Mm-hmm. And you're in Sardar's arms.
Yes. All right. So question
has he
is,
grappled
do I
you?
go for it? You know, I think it's probably smarter to go for the chill touch.
You get advantage on it?
Because I'd have to. Was that?
You
I
get
would.
advantage on it. Yeah, because what Cesar did, right? He gets advantage on attack.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
she has
That's what I'll do
disadvantage, and
then.
all kinds of bad things are happening to her right now.
Yeah, I'll post the spell effect in the Zoom chat.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Or in the Discord chat, whatever works.
All right. So I think Dirge probably looks up at Sardar and caresses the side of his face, like, "Oh, thank you, friend. I knew we had a special bond." And at the same time, there's another skeletal hand that's trying to caress the side of Melody's face. That's like mirroring his hand.
Ooh,
You're a team.
I love it. That's cool.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh.
She has a very low AC. You guys almost always hit
Does
her.
11
Wow.
points of
Is this
necrotic damage
necrotic?
again, but yeah.
Okay. It seems like when you touch her, it doesn't do as much damage.
I knew that, but this is my wheelhouse.
Oh yeah. No, it makes sense.
I've got to work with what I've got.
She looks like she's not doing so hot as you touch her. And even though she has some kind of, it looks like resistance to the initial touch, the hand goes deeper into her face. And you can just see parts of it kind of like peeling off. And her green skin kind of like drips down. And it is her turn. She's going to try to roll a save because that's all she can do. This is magical effect, so she does get advantage on it. I'm not at a -8 anymore, right?
Only one save.
One save. And it's a DC 21.
21.
Oh, do not save. I rolled really bad.
Woo!
She is still dancing and a prancing, and it is going to be Cesaire's turn.
Cool. Then I am going to look at my spells to see what all I can actually do. I feel like casting Vicious Mockery on her at this point would be kind of a hat in a hat.
Double hat.
But I am going to cast Vicious Mockery since it's like the only spell I can do right now.
Yeah, as you're inside of this cloud that isn't doing any damage to you. Oh, I have to save again, right? A con save? No, I don't have to concentrate on this. I keep forgetting that's not a concentrate. It's just there. I just can't move it because I don't have any bonus action.
Fire and forget.
I rolled well, so please make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 21.
All right.
Would you kindly?
Would you kindly? Yes, we are in Bioshock.
I do save this time.
Okay.
I rolled very well on both rolls. Because that was a spell, right? I get advantage
Yeah,
on it.
that was a spell. No damage. But Cesare still playing his instrument, just laughing at that his plan actually worked.
Just laughing away inside of the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to be Sardar's turn. Are you still holding Dirge? Did Dirge not? Dirge is still in your arms, right?
We're still there.
He just touched
I'm
your
quite
face.
comfortable. I mean, he's quite strong. So
Drummer
You're still
arms,
holding
you know, drummer arms.
Yeah. Ooh,
I mean,
true.
if he needs to go do Action Man stuff, I will leave and allow him. But
Yeah, he could just
I'm
drop
going to
you.
savor this moment. I'm quite enjoying this. I'm being saved. I'm a princess, so I like it.
Dirge, you must rest. I can't go anywhere until you're all healed up now.
Oh, you know there's no rest for the wicked.
Good boy. As I cast Healing Word.
Perfect. I love it.
You're going to get some more here. 5 more hit points
Nice.
to you. My bonus action. Again, is Melody still not down or anything?
No, you haven't done it. Like none of y'all have done anything to bring her down.
I can't. Action-wise.
Flying bosses are hard if you don't
Yep.
have the right tools for them.
Yeah. So I'm just there, still with Dirge, but ready to dodge out of the way in case I need to. Taking Dirge.
Oh, but you do remind me. Actually, I will make 2 more con saves. But those are both saves. Okay, cool. You did make a good point that she is flying, and that is a spell for her to do. So she does need to roll to concentrate on that. All right, Eva, it is your turn.
All right.
There's a romantic scene happening behind you.
That ship is sailing right now.
I would like to see some fan art of that.
I think, okay, so Eva is going to, are you allowed to use your bonus action first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can use your movement, your bonus, and your action in whatever order you wish.
Okay.
And your movement, you can move in partial. Like you can move 30 and then move your other 30 if you have 60 feet, for example.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to use my last wild shape to change from the chalice to the archer.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast guiding bolt at a 3rd level.
You get advantage on this.
Cool. And then follow it up with starry form of the archer after that, because I think once you're in starry form of the archer, you can then use it. Let me just double check. I'm so sorry. I'm so new to the using starry form as a thing at all. Yeah, I think it's a
When you
bonus
activate this form
action.
as a bonus action, you on your subsequent turn, while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack, hurling a luminous arrow at the target, one creature within 60 feet of you. That deals an extra.
Okay, so first I need to
28.
use the wild shape thing as a bonus thing to turn into the archer first before I can do any archer damage.
But you can still do your gilding light or your guiding.
Yeah,
bolt.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you
still
can do the
that.
guiding bolt first because you can't cast in the
Yeah.
the other form. But then
Mhm.
you can bonus action wild shape, and then next turn you can
Excellent.
Sagittarius it up.
Yeah.
Saggy it up. And I still have the Thunderous Smite on hold for my next melee action.
Yep.
Just right now, she's up in the air, like she just don't care. So I definitely am not going to be able to hit that. So yeah, I'll use my last third level of Guiding Bolt towards her then.
Remember, you get advantage.
Oh, sorry. I need to roll the actual hit thing first. I'm so sorry.
Yep. Just click that plus
There it
8.
is. And that's one, and then that one's the second. All right, so the 14, I guess, is does 14 hit?
It does.
Oh, dang. Okay,
Barely,
okay.
but it does. And did you roll advantage?
Yes, I did. 10 was my lower one. 14 was the
Yeah.
good. I could have added my inspiration. I should have added my but oh well. Yeah, okay, so 4d6 radiant damage. Let's go.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh wait, no, or 66, sorry, because of the 2 added for the level.
True.
25 damage. And then she'll use her action to change, or her bonus action to change into Archer for the next rounds of
You
stuff.
might not need to do that, as you think that you're gonna do 25 damage, but you do 50. And this, explain to us what this looks like as Melody's going to fall to the ground.
All right, I guess since she was already kind of wielding around her loot as if it was more closer to kind of Sidar, like really grasping onto one of his like hammers to like use it like a Thor moment. Especially since Sidar gave her the inspiration of just like, you know, it's up to you now, Eva. She's gonna be, all right.
And you
From
see
the-
this, yeah, like there's like a beam that comes off of the lute or lyre or whatever you have. The Lucy the lute.
Yeah, from Lucy the Lute.
Yeah. I love
And
it.
yeah, beam of radiant light just
Is this like almost like a starry radiant light? So it's like got little stars.
oh yeah,
like
it looks like a
golden stars
little
in it.
cosmos just
Yeah. Golden cosmos comes pouring over her, and you just see like it ripping away at pieces of her, and you can see the dress that was around her. It was like this pink flower. It slowly starts tearing away, and she kind of like falls to the ground. And you hear like this thud as she lays there. And when the cloud dissipates around, that was around the ground, something happens here. I have to roll one more thing. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Yeah, it does not. I was going to say like something else would have happened, but it does not. Because you did radiant damage, which is, so cool. For a moment there, you see like it almost like looked like it's going to come back, and it like falls as like the last breath of life comes out of it. And you can see almost like what looks like on her body as she lays there, like a small glint of like some kind of like transparent being kind of floats off of the body. And you can see what looks like an ethereal form of Melody standing before you all as everything clears. The shadow that was on the ground, the what do you call it? the big green cloud dissipates, and the air around again smells of that peony and jasmine as you see this form like translucently standing in front of you in the form of Melody.
Now, question: Has she died in this situation? It's a mechanical question to see if I can use a power as my reaction or not.
Yes, she's well, what is on the ground is dead. Yes.
Okay. I would like to use Mantle of Whispers to capture her shadow.
Ooh. You mean the transparent thing, like the ethereal thing, or?
Well, the description of it is, as a reaction when a humanoid dies, you can capture its shadow until you use it or you finish a long rest. As an action, you can use the shadow to disguise yourself as the dead person for 1 hour.
Cool.
While disguised, you gain enough information to pass yourself off as the person.
Yes, totally, 100%. You can have that. Yes, go for it. That's so cool.
All right. I did it on the Yeti thing earlier in the first session, but I didn't get to use it. So yeah, I just reach out. Well, you know, I mean, I'm sure this spectral form or whatever is probably still ongoing. But
none of you are in combat anymore. Combat has ended, just so you're all aware.
But I reach out to the Melody's fallen body and kind of like just inhale some sort of dark essence.
Yeah, Sartor, you're holding onto Dirge, and you see this dark, shadowy essence almost at the same time as this ethereal, like, creature or version of her is kind of floating out of her body. You also see this, like, shadow coming towards you, and initially maybe it's freaking you out, but you can see it go right into Dirge's mouth. And maybe you've seen this before. Because you all have known each other for a long time.
I think I
Has this happened before?
get down out of Sardar's arms, and there's like a small, like a hiccup or like a burp. And then I kind of pat him on the shoulder, like, yeah, thanks, friend.
I love it.
You do this all the time, don't you?
My powers are developing.
Can I, before this cloud of space, can I put some of it into a glass vial?
No.
Oh.
Like
just this will be really useful for later on.
I don't think because it's not really it's like a magical effect, right? So it kind of like dissipates at the same time. If it was like really poison or something, then yeah, I would say
I could catch gas in a bottle.
If it was like actual gaseous anthrax instead of like magical gaseous anthrax.
Yeah, I don't know how you would bottle the magical. I mean, actually,
How does
why
one
not?
bottle magical anthrax?
Roll me a sleight of hand at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Because I like the rule of fun.
With this advantage, I got a 12.
Yeah, no.
Ah.
Close though. I had a DC 15. But close.
Ah.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? We'll let you try. It's like disappearing, and you're like trying to. You guys see him just trying to grab this bottle. This is the first time he's not cackling, or are you cackling while you're trying to put the stuff in the bottle, Cesare?
Drat.
Are you cackling while you're doing it?
No, I stopped cackling. I
Okay.
was like really focusing on the task, and I botched it.
Okay. Yeah, you all see him trying like desperately to put stuff in the bottle, and then he like closes it, and there's nothing in the bottle. But barely. It looked like a little bit was gonna make it, but it didn't. And what would you guys like to do?
You said there was like
There's an
a translucent
ethereal
version of.
of her, kind of in the air above her body. She's looking
Look,
down. She's looking down at herself.
Looking at Melody. What? Just very, very, just concerned over what's going to happen. What?
What do the rest of you do?
Sardar is not really saying anything, but also just kind of staring, just trying to sort of break down the situation here. And is this a ghost of
It
Melody?
looks like some kind of it definitely looks like a ghost to you, unless you've seen a ghost before. But it definitely looks like a ethereal looking ghost.
Okay.
transparent.
Normally
version.
I would be taking the lead on the gloating here, but I think that since Ava struck the killing blow, that should fall to her. If you want.
All right. I think for Eva in this kind of moment, she's probably not even really entirely sure what she's done.
Mhm.
She does the big, but her first thoughts are to look around back at her party before even checking if Melody is like down, especially partially out of a "Are you okay?" but also look at that. You see? Did you see what I did? Look at me go. Hey, did I
Great
prove
job.
myself last? I went from like dying bird to this, buddies.
That swing was powerful.
Well, you know, I must have taken a little bit of Turge's energy and just put it into the loot or something. And, Sitar, you were like, yay. And
That's entirely possible.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I do feel like I did contribute a lot to all of this.
Yes, you did.
So strange apparition, ghost creature. If you were going to express your regrets at trying to keep us here, now's the time.
We would like to see this eye
She
again
looks
if we
down
can.
at her body, and she looks confused. For those of you who with like high passive insight, so that's like an 18 or above. So definitely Eva would notice this, and
Sarah would.
Sarah would, yeah. So
Now-
sis,
Another thing too is like, because I have this mantle of whispers, I gain enough information about her to pass myself off as her. So that's up to you as GM. Is there anything that I've learned about her from inhaling this basically that would tell me more about her motivations or anything like that?
roll me a history. I think this is interesting to see like what you get from it, right? And we'll kind of dig deeper or on the surface level, depending.
Could I use Arcana instead, or does it have to be history?
Ooh. If you use Arcana, you'll get different information, but I'll allow it.
I think I want to do that because
Okay.
I'm much better at Arcana.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. You'll just, instead of about her history, it'll be more about her magical.
Yeah. What
Knowledge,
wasn't a
yeah.
magical property she has?
Yeah,
I got an 18 on that.
Ooh, that's really good. From what you gather, she is a very powerful, high-level bard. She has Artificer as well, combined together probably like 30 levels. She's super high level. What you know is that what you were fighting was not her necessarily. And actually, what's your passive insight or passive perception?
My passive perception is 16.
16. You notice now that you have this extra piece of knowledge that there's like a choker necklace around her neck that was there. And like the gem that was at the center is now like cracked and broken. And it used to have like this glowing light is now dissipated. You think that might have been like a phylactery.
Phylactery?
Phylactery. There we go. With an 18.
Okay. Well, it seems like this choker around her neck was some sort of repository for her spirit.
Huh. So, as Sarah says, pointing towards the translucent form, why is that there?
Perhaps a memory, a shadow that persists afterwards. But I mean, who knows how long it will remain? If we want to ask it any questions or anything like that, I think our time may be limited.
It moves down closer to its body, and you can see it touching its own face. And it looks questioningly. It's murmuring gibberish.
Can Eva move Lucy back into a more like playful position and
Yeah.
like have a little moment where she kind of just starts almost subconsciously playing a little bit of like a soothing tune, a sleeping tune, a lullaby of sorts.
Yeah.
But she would like to try and see this person's aura
Ooh,
using
the ghostly creature's aura.
the ghostly's
Ooh,
aura. How are
interesting.
they feeling?
Yeah, go for it. I like that. That's cool.
Cool. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. So I think melodic atmosphere. So yeah, I guess I cast a d20 to see if. Oh, there we go. A 19 plus.
All right.
Yeah.
And what is that? I forgot what I wrote.
Yeah, I think we've just got a plus one to bonus attack and damage rolls, but she's not trying to do that. She's just trying to target one creature and detect their aura, but they must be able to hear the music. And I can use it equal to my charisma modifier, a minimum of once.
Okay.
Yeah.
You play this and you get a great sense of sadness. In fact, so much that it makes like a tear trickle down your face.
We're sorry it came to this. We hope that this allows you to rest well and know that you will not be forgotten. If anything, this is probably the most memorable thing we've ever done. We'll be singing about you for a very long time. You'll live on in our songs.
She lifts her hand off of like the cusp of her chin and like turns to you and says, Am I dead?
Yeah, I think so.
Bodily wise, yes. Memory wise, not at all.
Oh, I gotta roll something right now. Oh, she kind of starts kind of like, it looks like pacing, but she doesn't walk. She floats, right? So it's like she paces from one end to the other end of like her body, and she's looking down, and she looks like she's very distraught right now. If she could cry, she probably would be crying.
Does anyone have calm emotions?
No.
Oh, kitty.
He really wants to hang out for some reason right now.
I mean, I'm cool with him
Kitty
hanging
therapy.
I'm gonna speak out to this ghost melody.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's on your mind?
If I'm dead, if that's me, and it is as you say. She looks at her hands. No.
Know what?
It can't be true. You get the sense of that she's in denial. She doesn't believe that she's dead. She can't think this can't be true. Like, she doesn't believe what has happened to her. She's, struggling to come down. Like, if you just woke up and someone told you were dead, like, she's just. I rolled to see how well she's handling the situation. It's not well.
I know this is tough for you, but please, just try to calm yourself.
Persuasion check to calm her.
22.
Ooh. As you say that, she stops pacing. She looks up to you. What happened?
You stopped us from leaving, so we had to. We wanted to get out. You closed a door, magically sealed it, and then we fought.
Technically, you could have just opened the door again. It wasn't actually magically sealed.
I guess this is going to be deception check.
We didn't know that. It seemed very threatening.
Yeah.
I think that you probably believe that that's what happened. So I'm fine with that. Standing as true.
No. I didn't do that. The last thing I remember, I was performing the same show I do every night. This time, it was different. I saw him there. He was in the crowd. He wasn't listening like the others.
She looks distant, like she's replaying a memory in her mind.
So, Sada, we've talked about this. There was a robed figure who we assumed was Melody's victim. But now it's starting to seem like perhaps there was something else going on.
I don't remember anyone else.
I think that was probably by their design.
Okay, I believe you.
It seems that Melody may have been under the control of a powerful necromancer, much like me.
But it wasn't you, right?
Oh, no. I mean, I was with you the entire time. That would be...
Yeah, and also several of you were with... But
You're not
that's
a
besides the...
necromancer.
You're,
Now, normally, now that I have gained your image, I was really thinking about using it to basically take over your enterprise. But seeing as you are more of a victim than I had previously thought, perhaps I should use that time. I'll only have an hour of it, in which I can seem exactly like you. Is there any way that perhaps as we leave, I could secure your legacy, such as it is?
What will come of this place? Someone
I mean,
must
that's up to you.
continue-
I'm saying I can act on your behalf.
Someone must continue caring for the Misty's Spiral Inn.
Well, I mean, that won't be me or us. I mean, we do have an upcoming tour planned and a lot of other things on our docket. But perhaps there is a protege you have, someone you were a mentor to that I could, in your form, basically just give your blessing to and say, it's yours now, kid. You take over this place.
Her ghostly form walks over or floats over to the throne. And she touches the hand of it and then touches the back and the seat of it and says, and you can see her hand kind of go through it as she's trying to touch it.
Someone must sit here. Someone must give it their magic, or it will disappear.
She points to you, Dirge.
You are a traveler like me through time.
And dimensions, yes. But honestly, I'm not the sort to be really tied down. And as much as I enjoy all of this, I have some very important things to do. Yeah. I'm on this whole, quest of self-discovery and self-determination. And I mean, if I fail, time itself and free will may be at stake. So, I can't stay, is what I'm saying.
She points her hands to the rest of you.
Then perhaps one of you. Will you take the throne?
Sort of just immediately just looks to Sarah and Ava.
I'm gonna roll a d20 here just to see something.
Okay. Your own personal feelings.
Starter, when you look over at Cessair, Cesare sighs and jumps over to the throne.
In front of it?
Mm-hmm.
With a nod.
Eva, what's your reaction?
Eva has no desire for power or a desire for thrones or fancy things. She just wants to see the sky, to live. So, for her, really, if she can think of any of us who would be a better fit, she may not be fond of Dirge, but she definitely recognizes that Dirge is probably more fit to be a, leader type if anyone was going to say, hey.
He doesn't want it, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think she doesn't want it either.
Cesare, what do you do? Oh, go ahead, George. You look like you wanted to say
So,
something
Sarah, you've hopped over onto the throne.
into
I've
the
hopped
front
over
of
in
it.
front of it.
He's not
Okay.
sitting in it. He's in front of it.
Oh, okay. So with Cesare there, I'm not against this. Eva's looking at this and is just like, you know what? Fancy coat, fancy chair.
So, Cesare,
For
you
you.
know Dirge pretty well, and you're a very insightful person. So you see basically a whole drama happens on his face. As much as he tries to hide it, you can see that he's kind of happy for you, that you've got something, but he also feels like there's a sort of moment of selfishness of oh, I'm gonna lose my friend, or I'm gonna miss my friend, kind of
Eva,
thing.
you get this too. I think you have a 22 passive insight, which is insane.
I mean, I'm normally very good at deception, but at this point, it's just on my
It's just
face.
washing over your face, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You have become close, very close with Cesare. You've been companions for probably 5-6 levels of your life,
I'm gonna whisper to Melody,
Ooh, okay.
and I'm going to roll a stealth check for this
Yeah,
to make sure
go
no
for
one
it.
else can hear this.
I love it.
That is a 27.
No one hears you because their passive perception is not high enough. And they're not actively thinking that you're going to do something.
We're caught up in touching moments.
Yeah.
What happens if you sit back down?
I don't think I can.
Have you tried?
She looks longingly at the chair, half smiles at you, stands in front of you, and attempts to sit. But her body falls through the chair. And she
If
appears
no one-
again to the side of the chair.
If no one sits in this, what happens to your inn?
It will lose its magic.
What's
It
about
is-
the...
It is a curse bestowed upon me. But it has brought me great pleasure. I have met many a bard, talents near and far.
And she looks at all of you.
And I'm sorry I was not able to meet you all.
Do you think it would be so bad if the story of your inn died with you?
Perhaps my tale has ended. Perhaps this is how it ends.
But I mean, if we tell your tale, maybe some of it will survive.
And what happens to the puppet people? I mean, wouldn't it be better to have an active, real audience with real memory to carry on your stories?
Right, that's when it truly lives.
Heck, think of the bard Cleopatra. She got bitten by 2 snakes just to try and be remembered.
But
I've
isn't
actually
it-
got a bit of an idea.
but
A
isn't
way
it
that you might
that-
be able to
Go ahead, sorry.
So Dirge reaches onto his hand, and he has a ring that you guys have seen him wear, this very ornate ring. Cesare, you know that this is his ring of like mind shielding, how he keeps his secrets, basically. He keeps himself from being probed or any other kind of stuff. So he takes off this ring, and he says, this ring has many powers. One of them is to preserve a soul in death. Perhaps until we figure out a way to return to this place and to make it real again, you could stay in here.
But then I will be trapped. I can't sit on the throne and give it the magic it needs.
I mean, your soul will be present. Perhaps I could leave this ring here for the next bard to claim it, if one of us is unwilling.
She points up to the ceiling. And now that you all are kind of like looking, you can see there's like a dome up above. And in the center of a dome, there is a clock. And it's kind of moving around at like, normal clock pace.
If the magic is not given to it, everything will fall apart.
I'm gonna whisper to her. And with a hand in front of him so it's hidden from the rest of his party, he's gonna point at her corpse. Is that gonna happen to me?
She looks down at the body and looks back at you.
Death comes to us all, eventually. But here, you can live forever. Unless... I don't remember. I was playing my show like I do every night. And he was there. He was watching me. But he wasn't dancing or enthralled like the rest of them. He stared at me. I could feel the death glare, the darkness seep into my soul. A great sadness. He took over.
Cesare is going to turn around and look at his party and his friend. I hate this place. And he sits down.
Immediately, as you sit down, everything around you feels like it disappears. You feel your hands sink into the chair, your legs sink into the chair. You feel like you're one with it. And you look up, and the clock you see up above is not a clock anymore. Where the moon is, like there's a moon handle and a star handle, and when they collapse, it looks like a half sun. You can see like a beam of like energy come from you. What is the color of Cesare's energy? If you could put it into
Please
a
say
color.
amber. Please tell me that amber is the color of your energy.
Why do you want it to be amber? It's a very rich purple.
Ooh, this beam of rich purple springs from your body, and you can feel a part of you kind of like letting go as it like beams up into this like clock. The light, or the little moon and the star kind of lightly glitter with your essence. And it starts to twirl, and you feel like you could change this. You could change time. You could go backwards. You could go forwards. You could travel to a place. You could travel to a memory. You could travel to anywhere your heart desired. And the space around you, the throne room, it can look whatever way you wish. What does it look like?
It's going to look simpler. It's going to look like some middle of nowhere tavern. A place that hasn't been able to see any new furniture in the past couple of owners. There's a carpet that's been replaced recently from some merchant who really shouldn't have been there. There's the distinct smell of dried beer on the floor and just a tinge of blood from a recent bar fight.
And you sit, are you sitting in like a chair next to a fireplace or something? Or what?
Yeah.
Where is your chair now?
My chair is in the corner.
Ooh.
Just when you would enter the door normally, you would not see this chair at first.
Okay.
It's on a slight raise where a bard would perform.
Yeah, in the corner of this tavern. The three of you blink, and almost in like an instance, in a moment, you are in this room, and you're no longer in a throne in a pearlescent giant throne room of Atlantis. You're all of a sudden in a dingy inn. You can smell like beer on the ground, the hearth in the corner crackling, and you see your companion, Cessair, in the corner of the room. You see what looks like... Actually, Cessair, what do the creatures in this space look like for you? Because for Melody, they were, these tree, like robotic creatures. What are they for you?
They look like people I met and passed by or remembered on my first adventure.
Okay. For
Just
you guys,
different people from
they
different
look-
places.
they're just this looks like a tavern with people in it. Variety of people, different looks, different faces. And you see Cessair in the corner on a sage sitting in a chair. And I know we're going a little long, but I would love for you guys to get like a final moment together, Tarpy, if you don't mind.
I think I'm going to use the Mantle of Whispers to take Melody's form, and I'm going to go throughout the crowd and like whisper things to them about like, oh yeah, I've heard about this bard, Cessair. They're supposed to be an amazing performer. You're really in for a treat. And I'm just going to kind of go around and just sort of hype up the crowd, basically, but in like I look exactly like Melody, basically.
Yeah, Cessair, you see Melody in the crowd whispering to people. Eva, Sardar, what are you two doing?
I'm kind of taking on the role of maybe even the staff. I'm like rolling along some barrels, getting making sure the ale comes in and it's ready to be served up. It kind of rolls in like one of my big drums that I kind of put off to the side. After one's propped up, I just kind of lean against it, also surveying Melody, going and speaking to everyone, and looking for my friend Ava.
Eva, what are you doing?
So I think Eva is probably going to just want to double check if I can do this a second. Okay, so I'm going to use my spirit session to learn a spell of any choice. Okay, I'm really thinking outside of my head here. You know what? Screw that. I'm going to go roll more RP here rather than try to be thing. Overall, Eva's going to try and play the most soothing melody she most possibly can to the crowd. A convincing melody of sorts. A melody that speaks of Cessair, and to also not just worship him unadulteratedly, but to almost kind of pity him a little bit for having to take this on. This is a sacrifice as well as a celebration. It is not just happy clappy times.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's trying to kind of bring forth this melody to everyone to help them better understand Cicera to the best of her ability as a whole crowd. She might even smoke from her pipe of monsters to try and display in a little sort of smoky imagery the tale of Cicera, the ascending to this current throne of sorts within her smoke around him before.
Yeah. People are all looking over there as what appears to be Melody is whispering into their ears. And you're doing this like illusion type of almost like space magic up next to him, telling the story of his life and how he got to this, what looks like a seat that he's sitting at the moment in this tavern. And now everyone has your attention, Cicera.
Cicera stands up, coughs. Get out of my tavern. And he snaps his fingers. Sardar, Ava, and Dirge find themselves outside of the tavern with their horses, a slightly better wagon with like insulated covering, and what looks to be a shelf underneath the main part of the wagon that could hold maybe a coffin. And Dirge has a letter in his hand.
So yeah, I let the disguise of Melody fall away from me, and it looks like the same like leaves and stuff that were on her. Like they just kind of like she sort of bursts into like the breeze
Petals,
just blows
yeah.
away like a bunch of petals.
Yeah.
And then Dirge is kind of left behind and still looks like super injured the way he was like at the end of the fight. Like his clothes are all ripped and all that stuff, and he just is not looking as sharp as he'd like to be. And he kind of turns away from the rest of the group, walks about 10 steps, and is going to open the letter.
What does the letter read?
Adventurers wanted. Revive Melody. Get Cicera out of here. 10,000 gold.
I kind of chuckle and sort of fold it back up and put it in my pocket. And I'll head back to the rest of the group. It says, well, it sounds like we've got our next gig.
Okay, concert hall.
It's more of a recruiting thing, but I'm sure our talents will rise to the challenge.
Interesting. Eva, what do you say?
I say, wherever you're going, Sadar, let's do it.
All right. Now, is this a local trip we're going on, or is this a little further afield? You know, our traveler here, Dirge. I know you're seasoned.
Yeah, I have an idea of where we should go. Somewhere we could recruit someone strong enough to help us with this. But it's going to be a trek.
And nobody here is strong enough. None of us.
Oh no, that's not what I was implying at all. But it's going to take more than just us to get Cicera back.
Okay. All right. Make sure my drum's loaded up. I'm ready to go.
Why is there a coffin in here? That's incredibly morbid. I mean, at least they have a sense of humor about this.
Do you open the coffin?
Yeah, I'll open the coffin.
You look inside the coffin and you see Melody's body. Preserved. She looks beautiful. But dead, very dead.
Internal monologue. I think something clicks in Dirge's brain. He's had trouble like trying to get to how to like. He wants to learn more about necromancy and animating the dead and all that sort of stuff. But he's always kind of seen them as just like tools. And I think there's some sort of deeper understanding that he's been seeking to be able to really, be able to do this. To really understand a lot of the necromantic arts. And he thinks to himself, like, I'm going to have a lot of conversations with her because he has speak with dead, basically.
Yeah.
So
he can. That's cool.
He's going to try to.
She'll come back. I love it.
Yeah, I think there'll be some frequent, sort of meetings of the minds happening here when we as we go on this quest to try to find the people who are going to help us truly revive her,
and save your friend Césaire. Yeah.
Yeah.
The three of them head off, and what was the horse's name? Tia and Mia? Is there Tia and
Tamara?
Oh yeah, Tia and Tamara.
Tia and Tamara trot off, having a little horse conversation with each other, like, well, that was a wild, we hear the little horse conversation that they have between each other as they trot off, and the three of you and the body of Melody Glimmerbloom travel away from a dingy tavern. And that is where we end the mystery of Melody. Woo! Thank you all so much for going on this journey with us. Appreciate it. That was so good. You guys are lovely. This is so beautiful.
You're lovely.
Yeah, it's a great game. We enjoyed it a lot.
Of course, we're going to do some quick wrap up here. I'm sorry we went a little later, so thank you all for bearing with us for a little late of a show. But of course, if you're watching this right now on Twitch, go ahead and sub to the channel. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe and hit the bell as well. And then, of course, reminder that the backer kit for Sirens Battle of the Bards is now live. Check it out at thebardbook.com. And of course, a new Gilding Light show premieres this week. She is the Ancient is a gender-bent exploration of the Curse of Strahd, airing Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific right here. As well as on Wednesday, don't miss out on Angel and the City of Glass with DM Fenway Jones live at 3 p.m. Pacific. And of course, Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific. We be sure to tune over here, right? Twitch.tv/GildingLight for another live episode of The Spectres. And on Thursday, Satine Phoenix has a new show on Facebook. Be sure to check that out over at The Maze on Planet 7, airing live at 7 p.m. Pacific with new episodes both on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can watch that over at facebook.com/maze on Planet 7. And with that, I'm going to let my wonderful cast here get an opportunity to say where you can find them at. We're going to go in a different order. I always try to change it up every week to make it a little as fair as possible. With our final episode, I feel like it's perfect that Césaire, played by a wonderful HGTV Paladin, gets to be the first to tell us where people can find you at when you are not taking the throne of the Misty Spiral in.
Hi, my name is Paladin. You can find me on Twitter under HD Paladin or Instagram under HD Paladin, but why would you do that? I don't do anything on Instagram. I'm a TTRPG content creator, and boy howdy do I write a whole lot. I got a Kickstarter coming out later this month for a book of spells, and I got more stuff on the way that I can't talk about because of NDAs, because I'm living that hashtag NDA life, which I can't
I know
break.
that life.
Oh, it's horrible sometimes, isn't it? Oh, but
It's
yeah,
like you're so
that's me.
excited to share things and you can't share it with anybody.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a curse and also a blessing, kind of like Melody's situation that she was in. She can everything that she wants, but she can't go anywhere. But
It's
she can
so
go
much fun.
anywhere. It's like a weird thing. Thank you so much, Paladin. And of course, we have Eva, played by Madame Gandalf. Where can people find you at when you are not turning into starry chalices and arrows from the sky, defeating the great liches?
You can catch me apologizing for so many things, but also saying thank you so much for coming to my Green Dragon Tavern. We do a little bit of singing, cooking, TTRPGs, a whole variety of games. And please feel free to come on by to my Green Dragon Tavern and have a drink on me. You can catch us anywhere and everything, doing a whole bunch of things. And yeah, I'm so sorry.
You're good. What are you sorry about? I'm so curious.
Sarah knows.
Sarah knows. Dirge, played by Alcuin, where can people find you at when you are not resisting the urge to sit upon a throne and losing your best friend?
I'm Alcuin Gersh. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere as Different Elves. That's different_elves. I do a lot of game development for TTRPG stuff and a lot of streaming. I'm going to be streaming the Red Opera on this channel coming up, which is based on the very successful Kickstarter. So thank you to everybody who supported that. And that is a romantic, dark, gothic story that all revolves around warlocks. And I'll be DMing that for a lot of great players, including the author, Rick Hines, and the CEO of Apotheosis Studios, Jameson Stone. Team Phoenix will be playing in it as well. So yeah, that's probably the easiest place for you to see me on this channel coming up. So that should be going on this year. I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, come follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll update you with other spooky stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm excited. And of course, last but not least, we have London, who plays the one, the only Sardar. What are you up to when you are not beating the drums, holding your companions in your arms, and bringing them back to life, as well as rolling barrels of beer off to the side of a tavern?
You can find me at London Carlisle on Twitter and Instagram. That's me. I am a TTRPG content creator. I love playing games. I mostly love running games. That's my main thing as a game master. I have a lot of fun game mastering Spot Hidden, which I play some Call of Cthulhu with my friends. Other things coming up. This weekend actually, I'm starting. Not this weekend. The weekend of June 27th, Sunday. I'm going to be playing some D&D with the Initiative Order. A new little mini series we're doing over there. Come see my half orc astral self monk kick some butt. And so, but follow me for all of that information. And
Tell them about Ain't Slayed Nothing. Aren't we doing Ain't Slayed Nothing?
Oh yeah, Ain't Slayed Nobody. Yeah.
Ain't Slayed Nobody. Okay.
Yeah. So Ain't Slayed Nobody is a Call of Cthulhu podcast. Alcuin and me are going to be playing very soon. So also, follow us and stay tuned for that. For some stuff for your listening pleasure.
Awesome. Definitely get in on all of that action. And of course, you can find me at Margaret Crone in all of the places. I always let you know whenever I'm live or whenever content goes live that I'm doing. I pretty much do something every day, although now my Wednesdays are free. What will I fill it up with? We shall see. And of course, the finale episode of Missing Annie Lee is this Friday as well for me. So my Fridays are opening up. But yeah, we'll see what I put in those places. But I do have a lot of content. I'm on something almost every day, or I have content coming out every single day. And I make video games for my day job. So if you'd like to check out the current project that I'm working on, it is called Ashes of Creation, and you can find it at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. And that is going to be it for the Mystery of Melody. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, if you didn't get to watch the other episodes, you can check them out at youtube.com/gildinglight or relive the action over there. And we will see you someday in the future. If not, please check out all of these lovely folks' things and follow them in all of the places. Farewell.